Peace. Quickly. Think fast. I was just thinking about on my walk. Matter of fact, thoughts hitting. Matter of fact, they're not hitting, they're not harming. Thoughts just flowing through, you know, they're dancing through. But anyway, and I had the thought about how getting out of the left brain logic of things, you know what I'm saying? One of the hardest things, you know what I'm saying, with growing into our greatest version, you know, becoming our greatest version, ascending. One of the hardest things to it is, you know, the situation with getting away from your left brain, getting away from that logical side. Because matter of fact, as a Capricorn, I know when the more I start getting away from the logical side, it kind of make me feel like, you know, like what's going on here, you know what I'm saying? Because you're used to that structure. That's, you know, matter of fact, Capricorn ruled by Saturn, so, you know, you need that structure, you know, that everything put in place, you know what I'm saying? That right brain is more of a feminine energy, more of an energy that, you know, just flows and go with the flow. And I realized, though, that you can, so say for instance, even dealing with a business, so say for instance, if you're an entrepreneur, you know what I'm saying, you're trying to, you know, of course you kind of need some form of structure, you know what I'm saying, to get things done in essence if you're trying to run a business. And one of the things with it though is that after you know, continue to get more and more practice in that right brain and you start to get into it more, then it comes to a point where source becomes that structure that you had with the left brain. Your intuition, that impulse becomes your structure. That impulse to do what you feel like you need to get done in the moment, you know, becomes a structure. Not having to say ahead of time, hey, I'm gonna do this at 6:30, I'm gonna do this at 7:30. It's gonna be more about the impulse, you know, in that moment, while you're in the moment, being in the now, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna catch the impulse, and those impulses, the more and more you move into your intuition and becoming in tune with your higher self, the more and more that structure get added through intuition, you know what I'm saying? So you don't have to worry, you know, you'll start losing that sense of anxiousness or anxiety that, you know, that comes when you're starting to get out of your left brain, because we're in a society that taught us so much to rely on that left brain logic. Here, pass this ACT, do this ACT, even though it don't judge how smart you are as a test, we want you to take it, logic, multiple choice, do the, you know what I'm saying, like everything is so logical that we just, matter of fact, that's what they brainwashed us for, and, you know, and that's one of the hardest things to get rid of, because everything, you know what I'm saying, even down to the point of us reading, you know, reading in the Western society, reading from left to right, compared to in the ancient times they read from right to left, which lets the flow of your right brain flow a little more. A lot of people don't know that, you know what I'm saying, but even down to the way we read, you know, traps us in that left brain logic, that ego, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, that analyzing too much and holding us down and taking us away from that flow of spirit. But, you know, like I was saying, the source within your intuition becomes that structure that you know, that you thought you needed with the left brain logic, you know what I'm saying, with that male-oriented masculine logic, you know what I'm saying, you can still move into the right brain. When the right brain is mostly matter of fact, the right brain is really the heart, you know, in essence, soulfully, you know what I'm saying, but in the, matter of fact, in the left brain terminology of it, you know, it's called the right brain, but you know what I'm saying, you move more and more into that right brain, it becomes that structure, that impulse to go mail this letter that you had to go mail for this business, that impulse to call everybody up for this meeting, you know what I'm saying, it becomes, you know, through the impulses, through the, you know what I'm saying, through the structure, or the impulse to set up the meeting ahead of time, you know what I'm saying, like, but it'll all be through intuitive impulses, you know, that'll bring the structure there, you know. So, peace, happy now. Now is the vibrate. We're not going too far in the future, not going too far in the past, right?